everybody, this is Rydo and we are back to Face It. We were on level 3. We could do First Steps Darkest World too, but I'm gonna, I think, hold on to those till later and just do the main levels first. Uh, so level 3
I will
spikes.
leave behind the darkness. Let it go and pass through me. I will fade it from my heart. From its cage, I will break free.
So I was thinking this might be a personal story, but if it was, it doesn't make a lot of sense why there was rock music in the darkest one, why it's having us face our demons and not run from them. Uh, while people say to do that, it also is like telling us to look into the demons, and that could be something else. Here, hope refills our uh, light, which that makes sense, but I don't understand particularly why curiosity is such a big factor.
Alone inside my heart, I face the enemy within. Ghosts and monsters in the dark, fed with aches of our dreams. I explore the gruest places of the world inside my soul. Look the darkness at her face, and with light, I let her go.
Yeah, I kind of am wondering about some of this stuff. These spikes look a lot like Puzzle Dimension. This is where I thought the assets might be from the same thing. And they very well may have been, but the game's certainly different. I don't think I'm gonna get all these. I do think I need this, however. I think that's a key. Is there an elevator? I am slightly questioning how much I want to play this on screen versus off. If you see me do all of the puzzles, do you need to see me collect all of the curiosity things too? Kind of depends on how long I think this game is, and right now I think the game is kind of short, so I have a tendency to say let's do it all if we can. Like, oops, boy, was that a mistake. Well, that was even worse mistake. Just fall into the darkness. I would prefer the character fade away in that instance. Just hitting a ground and then a pitch black ground doesn't seem like it's thematically correct or built in. Like, how would I get there? There must be an invisible platform or something. If I can't figure that out, there's kind of no point in trying to get any of the other collectibles. Like, yeah, there must be a teleporter that gets you to that purple platform, which is another thing we saw in Puzzle Dimensions. I kind of wonder if this is the same person that made the previous game. I don't think it is, though, because I think when I looked at the creators of Puzzle Dimensions...
Alone inside my heart, I face the enemy within. Ghosts and monsters in the dark, fed with aches of our dreams. I explore the gruest places of the world inside my soul. Look the darkness at her face, and with light, I let her go.
Some of the phrasing, like Blade of Light, I kind of wonder. I mean, it's the people that think that they've face their inner demons that potentially didn't. Instead, they faced them and embraced them. So we're getting a little bit of a mixed message. Well, it looks like I can jump over the spikes in this game. I wish I had played more platformers. This really goes potentially is the first platformer I've ever covered for my channel uh, that's so strictly about the platforming, at least. Of course, there isn't really that much you can say about platformers either. Are the jumps fun? Are the jumps doable? Uh, Much like all the Minecraft maps that are platforming and jumping that I tend to avoid, you can certainly make it an unfun experience real easily simply by making it too difficult and not interesting. I'm gonna go here, unlock that, and walk down this way. Oh, come on, really? Really? No checkpoint for... No checkpoint at all for getting the door unlocked. And boy, if you don't make that jump, all of a sudden these ghosts are gonna come straight for you, aren't they? Ah. Hmm. Let's see what this is. Come on, ghost. Hop this way. Hmm. I guess that saves us a little bit of time if we do it that direction. Not that I think the game is counting. Well, I thought that the purple platform there would lead off to the left side. But it doesn't seem like it does. Hmm. We could do with some music while we're playing here. Kind of music that wouldn't cut off or repeat as we die. I think one of the things I would say about Mario games and platforming is you rarely have a die state from falling off things. So if you fail somewhere, it's usually you just fall down a little bit. Here, if I fall down, I'll hit that lower platform, but there are 5 jumps here that I have to get done correctly. Let's move forward. And that's the end of the level. Hmm. There's so much stuff over there.
Alone inside my heart, I face the enemy within, ghosts and monsters in the dark, fed with aches of our dreams. I explore the gruesome places of the world inside my soul, Looked the darkness at her face, and with light, I let her go.
I like how it all gets black and white. That might be a commentary too. Yeah, when you use phrases like light and darkness in your descriptions, that's also not, it's very black and white thinking, not nuanced like the real world has a tendency to be. Like, man, how would I make it to that teleporter? Hmm. You know what I should do is I should just beat the level and see if I get these collectibles and if it saves them. Or if you have to do them all. I would imagine you have to do them all. But that's a worthy experiment. Plus, I'm afraid I'm gonna die, and I'm a little tired of running through this same puzzle. Falling in the exact same spot. I'm practically holding the right trigger down non-stop to speed up and run. If this was a Mario platformer, you would almost guarantee that all the collectibles could be gotten on different runs. But these levels are short enough that I could see going the other direction easily too. Here we go, jump, and do nothing more, and then hop here, run, and jump. And we get the loading screen,
Blade of light,
I think.
cut the darkness.
Cut
Blade
the
of light,
darkness.
open the path.
Open the path.
Blade of light, cure from blindness. Blade of light, brighten the black.
Notice how the bees don't really look like bees very much either. So if I go back to spikes now,
I will leave behind.
and we fast forward, different symbols. I like the, we can see curiosity here is just back to where it was. Wow. So that's what happens when the demon actually gets to you. Is there a teleporter or something like hidden in these corners? That would be sneaky of the game, wouldn't it? But I don't put it past them. Oh, come on. Oh, the jumping's not very tight. I will say that. There's a lack of tightness that should be in this. And if we're walking all around this edge, looking to see if maybe there's something, some different path. Nope. Not that I see. It is. So I gotta run this far and jump this, and then run this far and jump this, and then run this far and jump that, and then jump here, and then jump that to get that one. And then I guess I needed to move forward on that path too, because there was one way up there. Interesting. So once you know where to go, but this is Puzzle Dimensions too. They totally had teleporters. They totally had invisible blocks. I swear this is the same game, just done better with a story. What was this? Did somebody
Alone
play Puzzle
inside my
Dimensions
heart, I face
and
the
just
enemy,
say to themselves, you know
ghosts
what I can do
and
better?
monsters in the dark,
Is that the
fed
case?
with aches of our dreams. I explore the gruest places of the world inside my soul. Look the darkness at her
I could buy
face,
the same
and with light, I let her
animation
go.
packs and from the Unity Asset Store or whatever, and I could do better. I mean, I could understand people feeling that way after playing Puzzle Dimension. These puzzles are thought out. Wow. It's strange that Puzzle Dimension is just like sunflowers and a ball and spikes and no story and no reason, no explanation why there's a ball trying to depixelate uh, everything. That's the only element that is not I haven't seen quite yet. That and the fire pits, but the fire pits were the same as the crumbly paths, and I haven't seen the crumbly path either. I guess so. I guess there's a couple of elements that we have yet to see. Oh man, let's get out of here. So the back button works fine. So let's do airborne now.
I will leave behind the darkness, let it go and pass through me. I will fade it from my heart, from its cage, I will break free.
It's the same thing at the beginning of each level for this section. What if there's like 60 levels in this game? Wouldn't that be strange? That they would only depict 6 of them on the main menu, which is kind of a mess of a main menu. I will give Puzzle Dimension some props there. That their main menu was at least done well and looked a little nicer, although it had like no connection
Alone
whatsoever.
inside my heart, I face the enemy within, ghost and monster.
Just tried to walk right through the spikes there. There was some of that previous level that I didn't really show you as far as what would have had to been done to get specific elements there. Sorry about that. I think you probably would have been able to figure it out though. I don't think there's anything here that's going to be mentally challenging as far as figuring out where things go. It's just going to be slightly physically challenging as far as wow. Jumped, did not know where I was going there. Wow, and I needed that. That was like a needed key. So there's guiding that has to be done in the air. So in this example, I'm going to jump like here, and then go over here, and then go over here, and then go over here, and then jump this way and hope it makes it. There we go. Notice that these spikes are delayed in such a fashion to
Alone inside
make me
my
stand on
heart,
them.
I face the enemy within, ghosts and monsters in the dark, fed with aches of our dreams. I explore the truest places of the world inside my soul, look the darkness at her face, and with light, I let her go.
I got one more Y I need. Well, this is a nightmare. I hope I don't die here. It seems like time may slow down a little bit here. There we go. Oh, stay away! Stay away, you foul demons. And the spikes on the doors, man. That is nasty. So, I think I'll just walk off here. And then jump here. And then jump here. And then jump here. And I missed it. Oh, and that was the Y. I need the key. So I'd have to get that last jump done just right. Let's see. There. That brings me here. Bounce up one so I can see where I'm gonna land. That brings me here. That brings me to this and all the way back here. Line up everything. It seems like everything kind of lines up sort of nicely. So air control here is not awful, as it probably would be for a lot of other games.
Alone inside my heart, I face the enemy within, ghosts and monsters in the dark, fed with aches of our dreams. I explore the truest places of the world inside my soul, look the darkness at her face, and with light, I let her go.
And I fell. Well, with that failure, I'm ready to just get the key and move on. Ooh, but you gotta remember about these ghosts. If these ghosts weren't an element in here, or if you could turn them off, go for an easy mode, that might be a good suggestion. Uh, kind of depends on how many levels there actually are. The, these ghosts look like they might be from Noct too, but again, Noct is an early access game, and maybe these are just pre-bought ghost assets as much as anything else. It's going to be really in the combination of the elements that I'll have to judge any game that I suspect has bought pre-made assets severely, and this certainly qualifies as a game that feels like that. Although, who knows, maybe this was the game that made all these assets in the first place, and then they just sold them afterwards. That is a possibility too, and not really my concern as a video game critic. I suppose I could then just berate the game creator for not protecting the individuality of his game, particularly in this example, by selling parts of his game to anybody who was willing to use it. Like if Nintendo started selling 3D models of Mario that anybody could use in their game, that's on similar level of badness as if somebody just bought Mario and used them in their game.
Monsters in the dark, fed with aches of our dreams. I explore the gruesome places of the world inside my soul. Look the darkness at her face, and with light, I let her go.
I jumped too far, man. Maybe I shouldn't hold the right trigger. Maybe I may be overusing it. I'll take my finger off of it. Well, you do need it. You do need it if you want some air control. Kind of wish there wasn't a key or a door locking my way. But more I wish there was simply a checkpoint system. Even in an incredibly short levels that we're seeing, there's enough potential to die here where I would say give me that checkpoint system. Oh, seriously, I missed it. I missed it. I cannot believe that. And I was complimenting the air control. It is somewhat tight. Obviously, I haven't been playing this game long enough to be an expert at using it. There we go.
Alone inside my heart, I face the enemy within. Ghosts and monsters in the dark.
Seriously, wow. So I could see that there would be only like 6 levels in this game if it was a $1 game and they were this level of difficulty, and then you have 6 bonus levels on top of it that are even more difficult. I could see that almost as like, here's a really short thing. Although I don't know then why they would call it World Zero. Maybe to gain support, you know, kickstart maybe more of this game being made. I guess you could potentially release it like a demo or something. I remember when demos weren't always playable.
I faced the enemy within. Ghost.
You used to get demos that were just like cutscenes, basically.
I explore the gruesome places.
And they would sell you. It would be called a playable demo if it was playable, because some of them weren't. I'm not collecting the letters particularly. I'm getting the hope, so I have more health. This time I'm just gonna hit A. Let's see if that works. Nope. Maybe you have to hold the trigger to slow down time. Yeah, if only I could get high enough to hit the key immediately. That'd be nice. Yeah, one of the things about Knocked when I covered it in early access is how they tried to make it out like it was the scariest game ever and it was gonna be a big hit, and I think it's still in early access, or maybe it just quietly left early access without making a big fuss, or maybe even changing much. Seems like there was a lot that needed to still work on it. Kind of is a good example for me in which I don't really want to play early access games anymore. But my point I was trying to make was that they weren't scary looking. Like these ghosts aren't scary looking to me.
Ghosts and monsters in the dark.
I don't know what you can particularly do that would scare me, but probably not anything
I
in
explore
a video
the
game.
cruelest places
I've seen it
of
all.
the world inside my soul. Look the darkness at her face, and with light, I let her go.
When you use two cross, jump. We've got more ghosts. There we go. This is down. So, jump here. How far can I go? Make it good. Looks like the platform you can land
Blade
on
of
around
light,
Deluxe
cut
is
through
quite
darkness.
large.
Blade of light, open the path. Blade of light, cure from blindness. Blade of light, brighten the black.
Don't get stuck again, game. So, that was Airborne. I'm going to, let's see. I'm going to do, let's see, did we do first steps at all? I don't think we did. Let's
I will
look
leave
at it.
behind the darkness. Let it go and pass through me.
I'm probably
I
going to
will
get
fade from
curiosity
my
on
heart.
everything.
From its cage, I will break free.
I could probably get away with playing the even levels you haven't seen before if I wanted to, but I'm gonna see if I can get curiosity on everything. It's like I want to hear if this is the same music as it was before. Yeah, it is. I just got hit with spikes there. Just go for a full run there. There you go. When these four go in the middle, feels like I could almost jump right through them. That seems too much. really seems like too much. Here we go. Yeah, one of them seems too fast. The very first one. Nudging everything a little bit this way. It's like, yeah, that doesn't seem like that's gonna work. And the spikes seem to kill you immediately. I'm not ready to quite say this is too hard for me, but it feels a little too hard for me. Is there some other trick? I mean, not as far as I can tell. Like, you can just run through this section and you'll find. Made it. Wow. Well, let's exit that. I think what I'll do is I'll try to get curiosity for spikes in airborne, but I may not even bother trying to get curiosity for level 5, particularly if that's just going to be the end of the game. We've gone another 30 minutes, and I think that's as much as we can do. So, as always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to, and watch every second of my videos. All of that helps out. If you want to support me, you can click on my name, Rydo. On the right will be a blue button that says support this channel. Click it, make a donation. And if you want to friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.